Hello again everyone, I'm attorney Robert Flessis. Thanks for choosing to watch this video. Nobody wants to be pulled over by the police and receive a citation. Obviously, a citation and subsequent conviction affects your driving record. If you're licensed as a commercial driver, traffic citations may affect your eligibility to drive a commercial vehicle on the road. If you're a relatively new driver, that's not a good way to start out your driving career. Every state motor vehicle department treats traffic citations differently. Check your local motor vehicle department to learn how a traffic citation affects your license. Auto insurance companies obtain the conviction record, and usually they'll increase your premium as a result. In general, the courts that usually hear these types of cases are either municipal or circuit courts or state courts. Municipal courts can prosecute traffic cases which result in fines or even suspension or revocation of your license. Municipal courts cannot impose criminal sentences. Municipal courts in suburban areas usually use private contract attorneys to prosecute citations. Larger cities use government-employed city attorneys. Drunk driving cases are usually prosecuted through the state courts as criminal matters. In most cases, a traffic citation results in a monetary fine. Speeding cases can usually be resolved by negotiating with the prosecuting attorney and even without your own attorney. Most municipal jurisdictions are interested in receiving money from the fine. They call that a forfeiture in legal terms. If you don't show up in court for your traffic case, you're going to get an automatic conviction, and the penalty will be what's written on the ticket. There are millions of traffic citations issued across the country every day. Courts get clogged up with speeding tickets. Therefore, they want to resolve these as quickly as possible, usually at the first court appearance, to get them off of their calendar. Remember, you still have the right to a trial if you believe that you have a meritorious defense. That's part of due process. When you receive any citation, it's the best practice to appear in court on the assigned date. The prosecuting attorney will talk to you before the judge takes the stand to try and negotiate a fair resolution. They'll look at your driving record, read the notes that were supplied to the prosecutor of the facts surrounding the case, and how you interacted with the police officer that stopped you based on that officer's notes that are presented to the prosecutor. If you have a good driving record and you were respectful of the police officer, the prosecutor will usually offer you a pretty good deal. If you have a bad driving record and you were disrespectful to the officer, then good luck with your negotiations. They're not going to give you much leeway. If you're traveling out of state and receive a ticket, sometimes the court will allow you to speak with the prosecutor by phone to resolve the matter. And some people just pay the ticket if it's from out of state. If not, then you'll want to call a local attorney in the jurisdiction where you received the ticket to see if they can negotiate the ticket for you. When you receive an out-of-state ticket, don't ignore that either. If you do, they'll convict you and they'll issue a fine. And if you don't pay the fine, then the next time you drive in that jurisdiction and get pulled over, they'll arrest you for failure to pay your fine. So the things you should take away from this video are: respect your driver's license, always be polite to the arresting officer because they're just doing their job. Make sure you deal with the ticket with the prosecutor. And more importantly, if you get fined, pay it. And one last thing, it doesn't make sense to argue with the police. They're not the ones who will impose the sentence. The court will. I'm attorney Robert Flessis, and thanks for watching.